What does love have to do with business? In fact, is there anything remotely romantic about entering into a business relationship? Let's find out. My name is Boomsha, and right now you're tuned in to the Purple Pill podcast. Now, let's break this down. Truth be told, there really is very little difference between entering into a business relationship and a romantic one. The same rules and principles apply. Just the same way you look out for certain red flags, you seek certain clarifications and get certain assurances before plunging into a romantic relationship of the serious type. In the same way, when it comes to business, you want to observe your due diligence, right? You need to clarify some terms, be sure of the status of the parties, and then avoid certain red flags. So here's what we're going to do. Whether you're a businessman, employee, or creative, these are 5 questions you should ask before taking that jump into that business relationship. So let's get into it. Question 1, are we dating? Like, seriously, are we dating? I mean, after all the getting to know each other, the meetings, the emails, the correspondences back and forth, I can do this, can you supply this, I'll pay you this blah blah this blah that. At the end of the day, there has to be a formal indication of intention to enter into a contractually binding relationship. This is very important, and asking that question just sets the tone and turns the whole conversation into a serious one, which is one you need to, because you cannot afford to waste time, knowing that time is money. Okay. Question number 2. Can you put a ring on it? This is a very important question to ask. In fact, I tell all my clients how important it is that they sign an agreement when the going is good. The best time to enter into a legally binding contract is when the relationship between both parties are lovey-dovey, when the going is good, when everyone is on their best behavior. That is the best time to ask for a contract to be signed, not when everything goes out, because that is the only proof of what was actually agreed between both parties. You need it in writing and you need it signed. That's your protection. Question number 3. What do you bring to the table? Yeah, this question also needs to be asked in business relationships. This is why there has to be a clear indication of the duties, responsibilities, obligations, and privileges of each party. Very important. This is what I am expected to do, such and such, within so and so time. This is what you're expected to do within so and so time. If there's supposed to be payment, what is the timeline for payment? When is payment to be made? By whom and through what channels? Very key. Everything has to be spelled out. There's no room for ambiguity or vague promises. Spell it out in black and white, in writing, and get it signed. Question number 4. Are we doing this for life? Every relationship has a duration. It is important to know for how long the relationship is supposed to endure. And then when it expires, what is supposed to happen next? Is there a provision for renewal, or do both parties walk away? What is to be done with the offsprings or the product or the benefits of this contract after the expiration of the said term? This also has to be well understood by both parties and reduced into writing. Finally, question number 5. What if we break up? In a perfect world, there will be no disagreements. Everybody does what they are supposed to do and they all walk away satisfied. But we do not live in a perfect world, and that's why divorces exist. In the event that your business relationship goes through a divorce, it is important to know what happens to you, what happens to the other party. In the event that one person does not keep to the terms of the contract, what are the remedies available to the other party? there has to be a clear understanding of what it means to terminate the contract. Is there a provision for a peaceful dissolution where one party is in serious breach and the other party has to walk away? What are the remedies available? And just like any other marriage, what happens to the kids? All this has to be clearly spelled out and understood before jumping into that relationship. So you see, business relationships and romantic ones actually have a lot more in common than we care to admit. So before you jump into bed with the next business partner, please keep these questions in mind. Remember, life is not red or blue, it's purple.